Therese Swenson here, and I'm still doing interviews of people that will be presenting at the Best of Mt Shasta. And I have somebody in the studio, Sandy Patterson, who will be presenting at this event and also available to answer questions. But I want you to know a little bit about what she's going to be teaching. You have a company, and everybody knows you in town as helping with healing and alternative health solutions. And we will give up your website at the end. But people can find you around town. You can go to groups and talk and help them. But also, I want people to know if they recognize you from looking at you. I've seen her before. You work in the New to You. You manage the New to You thrift store.
Yeah, actually, it's my store.
It's your store. And so people see you there Tuesday through Saturday.
Right.
And they can always just catch a minute with you and maybe find out more. But for right now, can you just tell me this alternative health, you're going to be doing a presentation. What is it you're going to be sharing with people during your hour?
Well, actually, it'll be on the herbs. I do a whole herb talk, and I bring the herbs with me because it's so hard they're all over the place. But for people to be able to touch and feel them and
smell them
and see what they look like and what they can do for you. Instead, they could be sitting there and somebody get hurt and they're out in the wilderness and all of a sudden the person's bleeding or whatever, and you can just look around and see what's going to help them and
find a cobweb.
Yeah. But it's just, people need to know that, especially now in these times. It's like you can just go, you're sick or whatever, you can just go pick a plant.
People don't realize that it's all around us, the things that many, well, not only indigenous, but many peoples that have lived on the earth have found which healing capacities are in different herbs and...
Or even just to eat. If you have no food, go out there and eat dandelion. Eat
this is going to be great. So your workshop, you're going to be bringing some different examples and setting up a display.
I bring them with me, and then people can, just touch and feel them and see what they do and be able to recognize them. Because it's really dangerous to go out there and just eat anything, but if you know what you're
looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very important for people to know, because a lot of us, especially in this area, do a lot of hiking, and we get off the trail, and there are things that we're not completely familiar with that we might see. For a minute, though, you're going to be educating people, but how did you initially get involved in this?
Well, I was brought up, I lived in Africa and Asia and in Brazil. I'm half Brazilian. And my mom, when we used to travel, she used to just have a box of homeopathic stuff to use. And, they always work. And so, actually, when I came to the States, I ended up going to a health food store, and I was pregnant, and it was like he gave me a book of Adele Davis. And, just showed you what you should eat. You can always have a healthy child if you eat the right stuff.
True that, I think.
And so from there on, I just wanted to do things the natural way. God put all this stuff out here for us to use.
If you were to mention just one thing or one suggestion that you left with this little presentation, what would you give people advice for better health if you just gave them one little hint from today?
Well, people think that herbs cure all, but what they do is they feed the body so the body can heal itself. And, I've been dealing with herbs for over 40 years now, and it's like, no matter what, the herbs always work if you just give it a chance. And, it's scary out there what they have. Instead of taking medicines, there's no side effects to all the herbs.
So what's the biggest misconception about herbs?
Well, most people have so much fear because of the drug companies. They have so much fear, and yet that was put there, by God.
From the start, before us.
Yeah, and it's like it's food, and that's why you need to, to me, the herbs are health insurance. You take those to stay healthy. Then you don't get sick.
Well, and it's not only herbs, it's many plant varieties.
Exactly.
And also, like you were saying about dandelions, and I think is it a nasturtium you can put in your salad? And there's different foods that we can eat that we don't realize because we enjoy the beauty of them, but they're also edible.
Oh, definitely.
And so that'll be good for people that have questions about things people have in their garden or what they're going to plant in their garden.
Well, usually we make a salad. with the herbs, and everybody can try it. And also, we make a poultice as well.
Oh, this is great. So I want people to look for you. Your name is Sandy Patterson. And tell people your website.
Which
Oh, I'm sorry. Your company, Alternative Health Solutions?
yes,
So people will be able to go to the web and see what some of the suggestions you have?
yeah. If you can just read it, because I didn't bring my glasses.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's MYNSP.com.
NSP.
So that's what's the NSP mean?
Nature Sunshine Products.
There we go. Okay, nsp.com, and if we put a /Patterson one,
Patterson
we'll be
one.
putting that up. But I just thought if we rattled it off the top, maybe people would catch it. But
Yeah.
anyway, so people can be able to go and see some of the different, and you'll be able to talk to people about what's ailing them and what are some of the treatment plans and
what they're
teas.
used
And
for, yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
thank you so much for coming in. I want people to look forward to seeing you because I've been seeing you for years. You have something I love. What is it called? Taifu?
Thai oil.
Taifu oil.
Yeah.
And you know, if I put it sometimes it just so opens up my airwaves, and it's such a tiny thing and it lasts forever. I shouldn't be saying that
And
on
it's
this
good
show.
for so many things, yes.
Okay, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
coming.
Thank you.